So it's a surprise once again. I'm back.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So don't worry, I'm not going to have a session once again with you regarding apart from strategic management. This session I'm here. Just I'll wait for for a few more students. Let me introduce the faculty to you. Then we will start accordingly. Okay, good morning once again to all. Right now I'm introducing the faculty for 302 Decision Science. Dr. Lakshmi Jasti, who is associated with us since last few years. Due to certain reason, you couldn't meet her in the last semester or the entire last 1 year. So she's going to have sessions with you for 204 Decision Science. It is an extension of, if I'm not wrong, to the course named as BRM, Business Research Method. So it is an extension towards that, statistical versions and many other methods that you're going to learn. So right away, straight away, we're going to start with the session right now. Today is the introductory session for the decision science. What the things will be covered, how the details are there, ma'am is going to discuss with you. So please cooperate as usually that you do, and we are proceeding further. And let me tell you one thing, it is not degrading some other subject as compared to any other course or a subject. 204 decision science will require your more efforts than any other course. The reason is pretty much sure is that it is again numerical based, most of the things. So you have to be very cautious about the process, the methods that you are supposed to follow. Here and there in the theoretical, whatever you might have missed, you can recover it quickly. But in this kind of a courses, you have to be very attentive. So ask your friends also to join as per the timings and do follow the process. Okay, thank you. So over to Dr. Lakshmi Jasti. So she's going to conduct 302 session for decision science sessions. Okay, thank you.
मनुष्य में बीच में एक बार आके फोटो निकालेंगे. Good morning, one and all. I want to introduce myself. I am Lakshmi Jasti. I have done BSc Computer Science, MSc Statistics, Post-Graduation Diploma in Business Management, Master of Business Studies in Information Technology, as a dual specialization as Human Resource Management. I did MPhil Information Technology from Nauroji Wadia College. I did PhD in Financial Management from SB Patil Institute of Research Center. I'm having 20 years of experience. 2 years, I worked as a Visual Basic trainer in Harris Software Technologies, Hyderabad. After my marriage, I entered into teaching. 12 years, I worked as an assistant professor in Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute, Akrudi. 5 years, I worked as an assistant professor in IBMR, Chinchwad. Right now, I'm working with SB Patil Institute of Management. I wrote books on discrete mathematics. I teach subjects, business research methods, probability and combinatorics, statistical quantitative methods, quantitative techniques, operations research for MBA students. For MCA students, I teach discrete mathematics, probability and combinatorics, Visual Basic. This is a programming language. Right now it is not there. Earlier it was there. Statistical quantitative techniques, operations research. For foreign students, that is Resist University, I am associated with Resist University earlier. I taught same SQM, statistical quantitative methods. This is my introduction. The subject code is 302. Subject name is decision science. What is decision science? Why to study decision science? When to use decision science? How to use decision science? Where you have studied all these things? Interactive session, please. What is decision science? Why to study decision science? When to use decision science? What is the difference between research and decision science? Why they have introduced numericals again and again? Anyone?
For the analytical purpose, we use decision science method.
Very good. For analytical purpose, we use decision science. Only for analytical purpose. In BRM, in 5th chapters, you have done analysis, right? If I am not wrong.
Yes.
In BRM, you did analysis only. Again, you are doing analysis. What is the use then? Interactive session I need, please. First session, at least interactive. Tomorrow onwards, anyhow, I am going to start the syllabus. If you don't want interactive session, then directly I will start with the syllabus. Akshay, Ashish, anyone? No? What is decision science? In first year, MBA first year, you studied statistics, right? In that you have studied charts, correlation coefficient, regression coefficient, right? ANOVA, testing of hypothesis, large sample test, small sample test, t-test, z-test, f-test, ANOVA one-way, ANOVA two-way, right? Multiple regressions, MANOVA, everything you did. Again, why to study decision science? Is there any relationship between research and decision science? चेहरा देख के डर लग रहा है क्या?
Whenever we study any particular subject, to analysis or to understand the topic in detail, we have to calculate or analyze that topic very thoroughly. So decision science help us to understand and conclude any aim or objective we are trying to find it in that research.
In that research, according to you, what is research?
We try to find any new theoretical or any other way to understand that topic, specific topic, when we select the research. If we want to understand this topic, we have to research on it. So we have to know about A to Z about that topic. So we try to research on that topic.
Okay, whatever you said, theoretical background, okay, subjective background, whatever it is, that means research means a search for new knowledge, right? Again and again.
Yes.
You want to say this only, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Already you did so many things in BRM, right? If the sample size is less than 30, which test you have used in BRM?
T-test.
If the sample size is less than 30, you have used t-test. Who has discovered this? Student T, right? Okay. I will directly start with the session. Then you are not interacting, then it's of no use. What is the definition of decision? Tomorrow at least, go through the syllabus. Okay? Tell me find out 5 definitions of decision science. Okay? Decision science is nothing but the collection of quantitative techniques used to inform decision making at individual level. Later, it will go to population level as well as universe level. What is the difference between universe and population? In BRM already you have studied. Anyone? How decision science is different from other research approaches? What kind of tools and methods we will use in decision science? All these questions you have to answer tomorrow. Take today, search and tell me the answers tomorrow. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Today, we will discuss with the syllabus. Chapter 1. Tomorrow I will ask the same questions. Definition of research design. Anyone? What is the definition of research design? What is the definition of statistics? Come on.
A collection of data in a particular manner, represented in a particular manner.
Very good, very good. Statistics is the science which is used for collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. Not only collection, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. In decision science, we deal with entire numerical data. First chapter is assignment problem. First chapter is assignment problem. The main objective of assignment problem is one person can do one job at a time. Ma'am, multitasking is available, what you are saying. But the objective of assignment problem is, means board is visible, both students?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Assignment problem is of two types. I will tell you how to identify. In the final examination, we have to identify whether the given problem is of minimization or maximization. I will tell you while solving the problems how to identify whether the given problem is of minimization or maximization. Basically, assignment problem is of two types. Minimization, make a note, everybody. Otherwise, you don't understand the syllabus. Syllabus is in erratic fashion, that's why make a note, everybody. Assignment problem is of minimization or maximization. Maintain long notes, everybody. Assignment problem is of how many types? Two types. One is of minimization, another one is of maximization. Whether the given problem is minimization or maximization, again it is bifurcated into three types. First one is balanced assignment problem. We will write AP, assignment problem. Balanced. Second one is unbalanced assignment problem. Third one is prohibited routes. Prohibited routes, or this is also known as restricted assignments. Third one as prohibited routes is also known as restricted assignments. Whether the given problem is of minimization or maximization, we will solve this assignment problem by using Hungarian method. Hungarian method. Over. Make
Yes,
a note of it. Complete हुआ क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
In first chapter, this is the first subtopic. From first chapter, the second subtopic is In first chapter, the second subtopic is transportation problem. This is very important compared to assignment problem. Assignment problem will come for 5 marks, but transportation problem surely it will come for 10 marks. That's why concentrate more on this. Transportation problem, TP. Later we will discuss what is the objectives of each and everything. Here, transportation problem. By using transportation problem, we will find out IBFS, that is initial basic feasible solution. Initial basic feasible solution. If you are having any queries, please raise your queries. Initial basic feasible solution can be solved by using 3 methods. First one is northwest corner rule. Rule is also known as method, your wish, or NWCR, NWCR, one and the same. The second one is least cost method. The second one is least cost method, LCM. This is also known as row minima or column maxima. Row minima or column maxima. Third method to find out initial basic feasible solution is Vogel's approximation method. Vogel's approximation method. That is VAM. Vogel's approximation method is also known as penalty method. Vogel's approximation method is also known as penalty method. Among all these 3 methods, best method is VAM, Vogel's approximation method. Later we will see why VAM is best compared to the other 2. This will come for 5 marks. In the final examination, they will ask, solve the following transportation problem for optimal solution. I hope you are making a note, right?
Yes.
Breakfast नहीं किया लगता है सब लोग, right? Nobody is giving reply. Optimal or optimum. To find out, this is second subtopic itself from first chapter. Optimal or optimum solution. This can be solved by using MODI method, that is modified distribution method. This is also known as UV method. Optimal or optimum solution can be solved by using MODI method. Earlier, IBFS, in the final examination, that 10 marks question is a combination of initial basic feasible solution for optimal solution. 5 marks each. For finding out initial basic feasible solution, 5 marks. To find out optimal solution consists of 5 marks. 10 marks question. Most important for final exam point of view. Clear?
Yes.
This is first chapter. Next. Second chapter consists of linear programming problem. Linear programming problem. LPP. The abbreviation is LPP. Linear programming problem. In your syllabus, you have two types of linear programming problem. First one is formulation of LPP. 10 to 15 simple English sentences will be given with the numbers. Then you have to formulate. How many students remember regression lines? Students remember regression?
No, ma'am.
No. Very good. Regression lines. First one is regression line x on y, x is equal to a plus by. Regression line y on x, y is equal to a plus bx. What is the formula for correlation coefficient? Correlation coefficient is denoted by the letter R, summation xy upon square root of summation x square into summation y square, right? X is represented by x minus x bar. Remember? No. No. Okay. Here, like that, how you have calculated the regression lines? By using 10 to 15 sentences, some numbers will be given. You have to form the LPP, formulation. Okay, now later we will discuss. Second one is graphical solution. Second one is graphical solution. This will come only for 5 marks. Either formulation or graphical, any one will come for 5 marks. Next. Second subtopic is, this is first subtopic in second chapter. Second subtopic is Markov chains. This way the syllabus is not given in your syllabus book. Markov chains. Markov chains is bifurcated into two types of probabilities. First one is transition. Second one is steady state probabilities. Anybody can give me the definition of a probability in your own sentences? Simple English language you can use. I am not asking happening of an event, occurrence of an event. Already you have studied binomial theorem in BRM, 5th chapter. Nobody wants to discuss, right? Abhishek, I hope, wants to give the answer. No. Anybody? Mayuresh?
Probabilities which selected.
Which? I'm not hearing properly. Please. Probability is? Okay, I will give you the definition, simple definition. If I am not wrong, if I am wrong, correct it, okay? Your lecture is at 11:10. Lakshmi ma'am has not come at 11:15. Then what is your? Possibly she may come. If she comes, she takes the lecture. If she doesn't come, she don't take the lecture. That means it is dilemma. Again, you have studied all those things in scientific inquiry first chapter, right? Research question, management question. No, not remembered at all. Okay. A numerical study between certainty and uncertainty is called as probability. If Lakshmi ma'am comes, she will take the lecture. That means she is certain. If she doesn't come, she won't take the lecture. That means it shows uncertainty. Then you are studying between certainty and uncertainty. In general, certainty is always represented by 1. Uncertainty is always represented by the digit 0. That's why probability definition we are giving what? A numerical study between certainty and uncertainty is called as probability. Because you are having 2 marks questions also, right? 2 marks questions hai na question paper mein. Okay. Markov chains is bifurcated into 2 types: transition probability and steady state probability. Any one will come for 5 marks. Next, in second chapter itself, third topic is simulation. At least Lakshmi madam के बारे में कोई सुना क्या आपका seniors से? No. Students, have you heard my name earlier?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
But please be interactive, because if it is online, you are not interacting with me whether you are getting or not getting, I can't understand. This is the crucial subject because this is in third semester. See, in our college, 99% of the cases or 100% result, you can ask your super seniors, because they had this in second semester. I only taught. This is very crucial. For example, if you won't practice properly, ultimately will get a backlog. Okay? But in our college, it is not happening because in classrooms I used to take a rigorous practice. But through online, I don't know whether you are practicing it or not practicing. That's why you have to be very careful. If you are not getting anything, please make a mail. I will give you, already you are having this, my mail ID, I hope. I guess personal meeting ID has come from my mail. If you are not interacting, then ultimately you are the loser. Simulation techniques. Simulation techniques. This is again important. This will come for 10 marks. So see, this will linear programming problem, either formulation or graphical solution. Only for 5 marks it will come. Markov chains also will come only for 5 marks, but simulation will come for 10 marks. It is very important. But earlier, your seniors had a choice. They are having internal option. They can skip, for example, 2 chapters they have prepared, like Markov chains and simulation techniques they have prepared. This they learn. Okay, well done. They will get 10 out of 10. But your case is not that. It is a combination of all 5 chapters. Any one question can come from the 5 chapters. That's why you have to be thorough with those 5 chapters. You cannot leave a single topic. Getting my point? That's why you have to practice a lot. Practice is the mantra for decision science. Simulation techniques. In this, we are having simulation is of 2 types. Later, I will tell you what are the objectives, why to study this chapter. Okay? Simulation is of 2 types. First one is simulation technique is based on inventory. Simulation theory is based on inventory. Similarly, it is based on queuing theory. But concentrate more on inventory. Simulation techniques based on 2 types. One is based on inventory. The other one is based on queuing. This is second chapter. Over. Make a note of it. If you see the syllabus after completion of my lecture, what Lakshmi ma'am wrote, what syllabus is showing. Don't get confused. I am illustrating each and every topic in a proper way. Then you will get an idea what to study. Next. Third chapter. Right, they have introduced for you only. This is not there in your senior syllabus. Conditional probability. Conditional probability. What definition I have given for probability? A numerical study between certainty and uncertainty is called as probability. Okay, running out of time. Okay, let's make it 10 minutes. Okay, I have to complete within 10 minutes. Conditional probability. In this, you are having 3 types of distributions. Conditional probability, tomorrow we will discuss. In this, you are having distribution theory. Distributions. Already in BRM, I hope if I am not wrong, you have studied binomial distribution, right? In distribution theory, we are having binomial distribution. Second one, Poisson distribution. Third one, normal distribution. These two distributions, binomial and Poisson distributions, are discrete distributions. Normal distribution is a continuous distribution. Normal distribution is a continuous distribution. This is the first topic in third chapter. The second subtopic in this is queuing theory. Conditional probability is one topic for decision making. Distribution theory is another topic in third chapter. First subtopic conditional probability. Second subtopic is distributions. Third topic is queuing theory. Already we have discussed. The simulation is based on inventory as well as queuing theory. In this chapter, you have to study queuing theory in detail. If you know these distributions, then queuing theory will become very easy. Queuing theory. In queuing theory, two models were there. First one is single queue, single server. Similarly, and second, multiple queue, multiple server. But in your syllabus, they have given the notation, symbolic notation, MM1 FCFS infinity, MMC FIFO infinity. Don't get scared. Those are the representation based on distributions. Third subtopic is queuing theory. First one is single queue, single server. Second one is multiple queue, multiple servers. Okay? These are the third chapter syllabus. This is the third chapter syllabus. Next one is till 12 or 11:55. The session ends. Fourth chapter. This is called as networking techniques. The first topic in fourth chapter is CPM, that is critical path method. Critical path method. CPM. Critical path method. In this, we have to find EST, that is earliest start time, EFT, earliest finish time, LST, latest start time, LFT, latest finish time. After calculating these times, we have to calculate slack and float. Critical path method. In this, we are having four types: earliest start time, EST, earliest to finish time, EFT, LST, latest start time, LFT, latest to finish time. Similarly, we have to calculate slack and float. Head slack minus tail slack. This is the formula. Later we will discuss that. Again, floats is bifurcated into three types. First one is total float. Second one is free float. Third one is independent float. These are the three floats. Next, in this chapter itself, the second subtopic is PERT, that is program evaluation and review technique. In some textbooks, it is called as a project. Program evaluation and review technique. 3 more minutes remain, I hope. Program evaluation and review technique. This is PERT. In this, we have to calculate estimated time. In this, we have to calculate estimated time. That is represented by the letter TE, T suffix E. Similarly, we have to calculate estimated variance. Anybody can give me the definition of variance? What is the symbolic letter to represent variance? Sigma square, right? Sigma square E estimated, that's why the suffix is E. Sigma square E. All notations they have not given in the syllabus, make a note. Estimated time is represented by the letter TE. Estimated variance is represented by the letter sigma square E. Along with this, they have included in your syllabus, earlier it was not there, for MCA students it is there, project crashing. Only for CPM this is applicable. For MCA students, CPM as well as PERT. The third subtopic is project crashing. Project crashing. Later we will see. In this, in project crashing, what we will do in general, we were trying to reduce the total number of days as well as total number of, total cost. Total number of days as well as total cost. We will see how to reduce it. Next. This is 4th chapter. Next one is 5th chapter. Next one is 5th chapter. That is decision making. Fifth chapter is decision making. Decision making is of 3 types. First one is under uncertainty. Second one is certainty. Decision making under certainty, under uncertainty, under risk. Next one, in 5th chapter itself, the second topic is subtopic, that is game theory. The second subtopic is game theory. What is the strategy? Anybody? According to you, what is strategy? Strategy is a broad-based formula to achieve the organization's goal, right? Here, 2 types of strategies are available in game theory. Opponent will play particular strategy. One is pure strategy. The other one is mixed strategy. The other one is mixed strategy. The third subtopic is sequencing. The third subtopic is sequencing. The third subtopic is sequencing. In sequencing, there were 3 types. First one is n jobs. How these n jobs will go for 2 machines. What is the priority? Similarly, second one, n jobs, 3 machines. Similarly, n jobs, what is the priority for m machines? For m machines. This is your syllabus. Tomorrow we will discuss what are the textbooks and reference books suggested tomorrow. And tomorrow I will start with first chapter assignment problem. Till that time, you refer what is decision science, when to use, why to use.